wondered how many Americans have tattoos and how many Americans' lives are affected by the tattoos that they decide to have? Hi, I'm Serena, and this is why tattoos should not be considered unprofessional in the workplace. Research shows that 32% of Americans have tattoos, and 22% of those people have more than one tattoo. It's also known that tattoos are becoming a lot more common in workplaces. People in the US Senate are being seen having tattoos now. As we grow as a society, people's opinions change about what other people decide to do to their bodies. It's normal, it's just how the world works. Here are my 3 main reasons as to why I think tattoos should not be considered unprofessional in the workplace. Having tattoos does not affect one's work ethic. Tattoos are a form of self-expression, and most Americans either have tattoos or are accepting of those who do, and those tattoos typically have special meaning to them. So let's get started with my first main point, which is having tattoos does not affect one's work ethic. Supported by Chloe Schramm's Lanthorns, tattoos are not unprofessional. Someone's work ethic is not decided by their appearance and what they decide to do to their body. Just because someone has a tattoo on their shoulder, their arm, their chest, it doesn't describe them as a person. Just because they have a tattoo does not mean they are not able to work well with other people, does not mean they're not able to lift heavy things and work hard in the workplace, because their tattoos don't define them as a person. It's a personal choice. 2 completely different things. Think about it. Why would a piece of art on someone's body affect the way that they work? Tattoos are a form of art, and unless they are deemed inappropriate, have no reason to be related to your ability to perform, which connects me to my next point. Tattoos are a form of self-expression. Supported by Jordan Hart's Tattoos Don't Determine Professionalism, tattoos are personal. It's so unnecessary to judge someone based on what they decide to do to their body. Think about one thing you've always heard growing up. Don't judge a book by its cover. You've never ever once been told, hey, you should judge people based on what they look like. That's unreasonable, something that we've never been taught in schools. No one should be judged by the way that they look. And tattoos are a personal choice. So it has nothing to do with your life. It has nothing to do with you. If they're able to do everything day to day the same way you would, what's the difference of having a tattoo? It shouldn't affect the way you see them. It shouldn't affect the way you think about how they work. Just because they're expressing themselves, not only that, but as college students grow older, they are told they should find themselves. And a part of finding yourself is getting tattoos. And some people may regret it, of course, that happens, but a lot of people don't. At that age, you're finding your self-expression, and that's so important because it's so important to so many people's lives, because we've been told, express yourself, be yourself. But the moment someone is themselves, they're penalized for it in the workplace. Tattoos normally have zero malicious intent. As a matter of fact, most people have tattoos to honor loved ones or something dear or special in their life, which connects me to my next point. Most Americans either have tattoos or are accepting of those who do, and those tattoos typically have special meaning to them. Supported by Vision Mondays, most Americans have tattoos and are accepting of those who do. It mentions that 69% of tattooed Americans have tattoos to honor someone they love or something that is dear to them. Think about someone who has a flower on their arm because their father passed away, and maybe their father was a fan of roses, and they just want to honor their loved one on their body for the rest of their life. It's a token of love. Why would you judge someone for that? Why should that be deemed irresponsible in the workplace? Tattoos have dear meaning to them, and because someone decides to have a tattoo, it should not ever affect their work life. It's completely unreasonable. So to sum up my 3 main points, tattoos should not be used to determine someone's eligibility in the workplace. Do me a favor, ask yourself this. When you see some tattoos, do you judge them? If you said no, then there should be no reason to criticize, punish, and judge someone for their tattoos in the workplace. Hopefully my presentation has convinced or further convinced you why tattoos should not be considered unprofessional in the workplace. Thank you for listening.